Can I be honest? Most sisters I see starting online waste months chasing the wrong things. They're stressing over logos, brand colors, buying Canva templates, picking the perfect font, and yet not a single sale. Or worse, they're already posting, maybe every day, following trends, copying what they see on Instagram, and still wondering, why the heck is no one buying from me? Because the thing is, none of that will get you paid. If you actually want to make money online as a faceless Muslimah, there are 3 things you really need to nail down. And when I finally stopped overcomplicating things and focused on these 3 foundational steps, that's when I actually started making money. Legit money that kept me home with my kid and not going back to a 9-to-5. So grab your pen and paper and get writing. First, you need to know who you're helping. I don't mean some vague groups like moms or Muslim women. I mean one specific person. Think about it like this. If you were lost in a forest, right? Who would you listen to? The person just shouting like general directions at everyone? Or the one who walks up to you and says, I know exactly the path you're on because I've been there myself. I'll show you how to get out. I know who I would listen to. That's the power of your ideal customer avatar, your ICA. The person you're speaking to in your content, the person you're serving in your business. So let's say you figured out how to homeschool with multiple kids while keeping your sanity intact, right? Your customer avatar isn't all moms. That's too vague. It's specifically the overwhelmed mom who feels like she's just drowning in homeschooling chaos. Or maybe you just went through paying off debt as a family. Your customer avatar isn't just someone with money problems or financial issues. It's the Muslim couple trying to budget on one single income. You see how specific that feels? When you talk to one person's struggle, that's when they actually stop scrolling on their phones and they think, she gets me. She actually knows what I've been through. She can probably help me. Let me check her out. When you got this nailed down, how you create content and promote what you offer, your products, it becomes a lot easier. And it will actually give you results. The second thing you need is an offer. And an offer isn't just the product. You obviously need a product. That's the part of it, the service you're offering. But your offer is the product plus the promise of transformation, how you package it all. Ask yourself, what is the before and the after of the person I'm helping? So to give you some examples, before you have an exhausted mom who's too tired to sit down to read Quran, right? After, she has a simple system that frees up her mental space. Before, a sister posting content every single day with no results. And after, she knows exactly what to post to attract buyers. Your offer is the bridge between 2 points, the before and after. And it doesn't have to be a massive, you'll be rich in 2 weeks type thing, okay? My first offer was not a big thing. It was 4K Muslimah niqab level stock videos, like 20 something bucks. And they solved one very specific problem. Faceless creators who didn't want to take their own videos and they wanted a specific vibe that I offered. And that's what made people buy. Because people don't want vague promises like, I'll change your life in 2 weeks. No one really believes that. What they want is, this will help you get from here, from A to B. And sometimes during this time frame. The third is your content. Wow, shocking. I'm talking about content, right? And this is honestly where most sisters feel just stuck. And it's very understandable because we're told and we're taught, just show up, just be consistent. But it doesn't help being consistent with something that doesn't work, that is wrong, that doesn't perform, that doesn't sell. Why would you be consistent with that? It doesn't matter if you're consistent, if your message isn't clear, if your content doesn't match what you sell. Because your content needs 3 things: who you help, the problem they're facing, and the possibility of change with your method, with your unique product, right? When you combine these 3 things, that's when your content stops just getting likes and a few random comments, maybe if you're lucky, but it gets people to say, I need this. Where's her payment link? So instead of worrying about being trendy or going viral, focus on clarity. Your content needs to match what you offer because clarity attracts buyers and vague, confusing virality attracts passive followers. And a confused buyer does not buy. The truth is, if you've been posting with no results, it's not because you lack effort. It's not because you need to post more or because you're not viral or known enough or famous enough. It's because one or more of these 3 foundational steps are missing or they're unclear. You don't know who you're talking to, you don't have an offer that speaks to them, or your content isn't showing that clearly. And that's it. That's the difference of posting every single day a new piece of content and making nothing, like I did, to actually making money from faceless content that keeps you home with your kid instead of going back to a 9-to-5. These 3 foundational steps. Once I nailed those, that's when my business really took a turn. Alhamdulillah. So, if you want to dig deeper in how to map out your ICA, your customer avatar, your offer, and your faceless content step by step, that's exactly what I break down in my Muslimah SAHM Startup Guide. I created this guide so you don't have to waste months and energy and your sanity on figuring it all out the hard way, like I did. You can grab it through the link down below. Assalamu alaikum.